kind of when it comes to that, like COVID, because of COVID, that's why we're here now.
Yeah.
Like, you never know, like our careers could be a lot different.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you would have graduated right now. I don't know if I would have got out of school.
Hello, everyone. We got a very special guest today. My buddy on the R&D golf team, Josh Nagy. So, Josh, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
We got some good golf questions for you. To learn a little bit about yourself as you make the transition from college golf to pro golf. Let's talk about where it all started from when you were a kid. When did you start?
Started around, say, like 5. Go up north to my grandparents' place. They always had golf clubs, so just went up to the driving range. Then as we got older, took us on the course a little bit more. And then 12 years old when I played my first tournament. And then 17 is when I decided that I was going to pursue golf at the collegiate level. And then, yeah, here we are.
And how'd the first tournament go?
95-87.
For 12 years old? That's pretty good, actually.
I mean, it wasn't great.
Did your brother play in it too?
Yeah, he shot, I think it was like 95-88 or something. I got him by 1. So that's kind of...
That's a good story.
all that mattered. Yeah, no, it was pretty nerve-wracking. We wouldn't let our dad, like me and my brother, wouldn't let our dad come to golf tournaments.
Yeah.
Until we were like 15 or something. So our grandpa just drove us around Saskatchewan to all these different tournaments, all these small towns. So pretty fun.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I had a pretty similar story. It started really young. First tournament when I was like 10. Like, when did you kind of know that you were like pretty good? Like, were you kind of natural or?
I mean, I could hit the ball fine, but like played hockey until I was 17. So golf kind of was just a summer thing until it's about like 15 is when I was like, okay, like I'm winning a bunch of these tournaments. Like maybe college is the route to go, I guess.
Right.
I kind of started looking into that. Then had a really good year with hockey when I was 17. So that golf kind of went to the back burner. And then the recruiting, like how I ended up coming here was crazy. I guess not crazy, just weird. We just lost out in the finals for hockey. And I was on the bus ride home and checked my email, and Jerry emailed me and it was like, yeah, got a little bit extra money in a spot if you want it. And then just came down on a visit and thought, like, why not? Let's try it. It was really like kind of like quick and fast paced, I guess.
When you were going through like the process, did you kind of have the option to do hockey or golf?
I wanted to do both originally.
That would have been hard.
Yeah. I know Sacred Heart had a pretty good hockey program, so I wanted to try to go there. Yeah. I just didn't start recruiting for hockey because that's something you do while you're juniors, like 18 through 20. Did like the recruiting thing for golf in summer leading up to my senior year of high school, and then just kind of forgot about it until in like May. There were like a few schools that reached out in that time, but nothing that really stuck, I guess.
Right. That's fair. Going back to kind of the tournaments when you were a junior, what were some of the events you played in, like AJGA, junior am qualifiers? Like, what were you kind of doing?
We didn't have AJGA. We had something called MJT, so Maple Leaf Junior Tour. It's the same thing, but like if you win a tournament, you get 1 star towards AJGA. Okay. So the only AJGA event I played in was IMG. I guess there was like something to do with it. Yeah, it never really crossed my mind to come down to the States to play any junior stuff. The only thing I did was US Junior Am qualifier in North Dakota, which ended poorly. But
you did it once?
Yeah, I was leading going into 16. It was drivable.
Oh boy. I see where this is going.
In the water. And we didn't know. I had no idea what it was or where I was sitting. I thought I had to go like 2 more birdies coming in.
I had to get aggressive.
Yeah, and I went bogey or double bogey to finish. So that was a 10-hour drive home. It was pretty quiet.
What is like the coolest place that you've traveled to?
Australia for sure. When I was 16, got to go with like MJT Team Canada to Australia. So we flew into Sydney and then drove an hour. I have no idea which way. Got to play there for, it was like 14 days, which was pretty cool. A lot of fun.
What was kind of that like experience? Like, what was your favorite part of that whole journey?
Probably the girls.
Good answer.
Like, their accents were awesome. They said they loved the Canadian accent too, so that was pretty fun. So the golf didn't go very good at all. It was pretty rough. I hadn't picked up a club for close to a month leading up to that. It was awesome. And getting to see like all the wildlife, the kangaroos and all the snakes and shit was pretty cool.
Was that like a thing where countries from all over the world were there?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It was weird. Like I played with another guy and then 2 girls for the first 2 rounds. And the one girl was like really nasty. I just remember her name was Monica. She ended up winning the tournament. And that was like a huge deal for them. Like that was like their national championship. So it was pretty cool.
What was the I can do this moment for you?
I guess there hasn't really been like a specific moment. It's just more the progression through kind of each level I played at. Started out junior golf, and it wasn't winning right away, and then kind of climbed my way up through that and was able to win pretty consistently, and then making the jump to collegiate. Really struggled my first year, 2 years, I'd say. And then kind of junior year, I made a big step. So just always kind of being able to see myself make those steps from the different levels is kind of what I see. So I hope that when I make that the jump to the professional level, that I'll be able to kind of make that step up, and the progression will be there as well.
Right. Like you were talking about kind of transition freshman year. As you know, all of us in our class really sucked freshman year.
Yeah.
And we've figured it out since then. And I think that's just part of the transition.
Yeah.
Looking back at it now, is there anything in particular that you think, like, what were we doing? Why? That should have been so much easier than it was.
Yeah. I remember like the week before coming to school, like I was playing like really good.
Yeah.
And then like thought I played all right like that week before qualifying. When qualifying came around. And normally for like me, like in the other years, like in high school, as soon as September hit, like that was hockey season. Clubs go away until like April, May. So I don't know if it was just like getting burnt out or
part of it,
came in, I think, like so immature.
All of us did.
Yeah, was really not like too focused on maybe what I should have been focused on to be good. I'm not too sure. We see with our freshmen now, like they're good players, but like
immature.
Yeah.
This is the first year I've really noticed that. I'm like, holy fuck, these guys act like they're 5.
But yeah, well, I mean, Tanner just likes to joke around and stuff.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, then they're good golfers too, but like I've never really been able to put my finger on what was different from, say, junior year to freshman year, besides just like having a bunch of rounds under your belt. Or not even a bunch, a few.
Experience.
Yeah,
sure.
But even now it's like qualifying. I'm sure you can relate to this. Like we hit it like shit and be like, I can go quack out a 75 and be fine. But I remember like freshman year, I was like, fuck, I gotta shoot 75. Like, how am I gonna do that?
Right. We've all earned our place. That transition to college golf for you was even more because you're from Saskatoon in Canada. So what was kind of the transition to life in the US like? Anything in particular?
Some like the phrases you guys say. Like I remember Reese. You remember Reese? Oh yeah, he texted me like one of the first nights. Parker and Alex's dorm. He's like, WTM. I'm like, look at my phone. Like, ask like Parker and Alex, I'm like, what's WTM mean? They're like, oh, it means like, what's the move?
Caleb was wondering the same thing. He's like, what does that mean?
I'm like, what do you mean? What's the move? Like, it wasn't like anything crazy. You guys' like food though, like the portions are fucking massive compared to
here.
Oh yeah, like a medium back home is like a small here.
They starve you back there.
Yeah,
that's why you guys are in shape.
But yeah, there was no like culture shock really. More just like maybe a little bit of homesick. Kind of, I wouldn't say at the start, but kind of towards like Thanksgiving when you know you're gonna go home, but like you're still like stuck here.
Right.
I guess stuck isn't the right word, but
yeah, I totally get that. So I mean, it's good that you're kind of saying your transition was fairly simple, other than just some language differences.
Yeah, but
at least,
it wasn't like
at least you speak English.
Yeah,
that would have been bad.
Like I feel like Xavier would have had a lot more difficulty like adjusting, but we're pretty close to the States anyway, so
Did you travel back to Canada a lot, or was it mainly just like holidays?
That freshman year it was Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then I didn't end up going home till June just because of COVID. And then every other year I've been in the States from August to May. So I haven't been home for Christmas, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is.
How did COVID affect playing golf and doing tournaments?
It was crazy.
Yeah, I honestly liked it. Like, I'm kind of glad our spring season got canceled that year. I had no confidence at all, so I was able to fly down to Arizona and find a coach out there. So I was able to work with him like pretty frequently, like 3-4 times a week, and it kind of got my confidence back. And then went home and had a pretty good summer, and then came back, and there's no tournaments or anything. And so we just had a suite to ourselves and ticked around for a semester.
Kind of when it comes to that, like COVID, because of COVID, that's why we're here now.
Yeah,
like, you never know. Like our careers could be a lot different.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you would have graduated. I don't know if I would have got out of school in 4. Yeah, it's crazy to think about that. That was almost 5 years ago now.
Yeah,
like 4.
Obviously, COVID. Unfortunate that it happened, but like at the same time,
it was
could be thankful for a lot.
Like,
from it too.
Like some of my best memories are like in that suite. Like
Plus now you get another year of Nicole Law.
Yeah,
that's an inside joke.
Yeah, she's a lovely woman.
So yeah, now talking about school, would you say that kind of like being an international student, does that make things a lot more complicated? when it comes to school and traveling?
A little bit. Like I need my student visa to cross the border into the States, like even if it's in the summer in this past 5 years. So as long as you have that, it's fine. Getting the student visa was really difficult just because I signed so late. It normally takes like a couple months.
I do remember that. Yeah.
So that was pretty rushed. And then some of the financials gets a little confusing. It's like I'll have like independent scholarships from home that are in Canadian dollars, and then they send it to the school.
Right.
So they're like converting that, and they're messing up a bunch and a little bit of a shit show. And then there's like some tax forms too that he's filling out now because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing with taxes or anything like that. So
it is complicated.
yeah, but
Long story short.
yeah, I guess I'm lucky my dad is financially literate, so and is able to take care of that for me.
Right.
Okay, let's transition to more of your pro career. What kind of steps are you taking now?
Pretty much what my schedule is going to look like for the summer with Q school, and then if I do get status through Q school, what that's going to look like, and then the upcoming fall kind of tournaments that I plan to play in and all that kind of stuff. But right now, just trying to make sure that not every part of my game, but certain parts of my game are consistently getting better. So like wedges and putting are, in my opinion, the most important parts of my game to me, and they have never really been too great. So just trying to make sure those are constantly improving, and I'm putting the work in with those, so make the jump a little bit easier. So I'm not like week before a tournament, like, oh shit, like my wedges suck. So kind of do that work now, and then just your kind of normal swing stuff. Should probably go into the gym a little bit more. Kind of took a hiatus from that a little bit this year, but
that's what we're doing as a team for it.
Yeah, 2 days,
twice a week. That's all you need, right?
2 days a week, and then speed training too. So just trying to get faster, and hit the ball a little further.
For someone who doesn't play golf, what is like the transition, like making that switch from like college level to like pro? Like, what is that? The steps to like qualify to pro?
Yeah, so you can literally just say like I'm professional and go play in like a mini tour event and declare as professional. But I'm trying to get status on, it's called like the PGA Tour of Americas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Canadian side of that. So there's something called Q School, so it's 4 days, and they take last year's like top 16 get status. So
it's qualifying school.
Yeah,
it's just a way to get to that, invited to tournaments pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. And then if I don't get through that, then I probably won't make the switch to professional until the end of summer.
So you can play in Q school as an amateur?
Yeah.
And that's what you're going to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then decide after that, gotcha.
Yeah, so if I get like even conditional, all you really need is one cut before the reshuffle to have most starts. Yeah, if I don't get through it, then Canadian Am's at my home course, so probably just stay Am until then.
Oh, that's smart. That'd be a good stepping stone for you.
Yeah.
If you would win that.
Well, just play good.
Right.
What do you hope to be in like 5 years? I guess like kind of like the expectations for like the progress in your career.
Hopefully in 5 years, not making like a ton of money, but a living, I guess. Whether that's $50,000 or $2 million. I don't think I'm built for a 9-to-5 office job. So I'd love just to be able to pay the bills through golf, but I hope in 5 years.
Make it a career.
Yeah.
That's a dream.
Yeah. So hopefully one day I make enough money to support family off of it, but I haven't really started that yet.
Going through like Q school and everything, maybe not necessarily think about it in 5 years, but in a year from now, what are you hoping to be? Because I know you said you're thinking about traveling like to Europe to play.
In a year. Well, hopefully I get status. That's kind of like the main goal right now. It's a weird time now next year.
Right.
I would hope to have had status and had some good events, I guess. Practice lots, and I'll be out in Arizona at this time next year. Hopefully getting better.
So you're going to be spending a lot more time in Arizona. You're probably not going to go back to Canada much.
As of now, I'll plan to go down there kind of middle of October next year or next fall, and then come back for Christmas. That's my mom really wants me home for Christmas. So.
Right. It's been a while. It's a fair request.
Go home for Christmas, and then we'll see what I do while I'm home, whether I work or something. But when I'm in Arizona, I want to do like some of those skins games.
Yeah.
Those seem pretty fun. Like Max Homa's out there, Tony Finau.
Just out of my like curiosity, what's your best round of golf?
62.
Nice.
Caleb's like, what does that mean?
I mean, I watched golf like with my dad growing up and everything. I understand what's a good like score and stuff. It's interesting to hear like the logistics, kind of the ins and outs of it, because I don't really know the ins and outs, and it's really nice to like learn a lot more.
From your college career, because obviously we've shared it, coming in at the same time. Yeah. What's your favorite memory from the golf side of it so far? Because obviously you've won a tournament as an individual, and you've been a part of the individual or a team win too, even though it was kind of special because it was rain shortened. But
Mm-hmm.
what's your favorite memory so far?
From the golf side,
Yeah,
probably like when I holed out at conferences last year on 18. Like
that was sick. I can't
Yeah,
even imagine what that was like for you.
it was like such a roller coaster, like being tied for the lead and making a fucking double, and then just being able to finish it off like that. You guys in Youngstown were there. That was pretty cool. I don't know if that'd be my favorite. The Bucknell was pretty special, but yeah, I'd probably say Bucknell or that shot at conferences was really cool.
Those are good answers.
So you mentioned like that tournament ceiling shot. Like, how do you compose your kind of just like emotions and just like the nerves of that needing this shot to win? How do you kind of like compose yourself in those types of moments?
Honestly, like I feel like I'm a way different person on a golf course. I think Logan can like attest to that a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I'm like very analytical, very specific until like I get to the putting green and I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. But kind of just keep my routine the same and embrace the nerves and just kind of like the moment you're in. Being in a position where you have those nerves, just kind of love that. Like I love getting to that. Sometimes it's not most fun to hit a shot when your heart's like racing out of your chest, but looking back, it's like that's what we practice for, is like those like, to be in that moment. So yeah, just kind of stick to my routine and try not to make a stupid decision. Like there's a time at Wagner, I was in a playoff and at 100 yards and I had to go under a tree, and I should have just chipped a 7 and I tried to really hold off with 52 and I hit the tree. So that was just like me being an idiot.
Right.
So just kind of try to make the right decision in the moment, I guess, and just kind of keep everything the same, whether it's the first hole or the 54th hole.
You know more than anybody, but golf is, especially like college golf, it's almost more mental and like emotional than anything.
Yeah,
I mean, that's like the difference maker between like you like winning events and like not playing very well.
Yeah, like whether or not you can put like that double bogey on whatever hole behind you and go rattle off some birdies, or let the double bogey sit with you for
both as an
Rest of the
individual and as like the team aspect too.
the team aspect. Like I still don't know how to deal with that. Like it's I don't know if anyone really knows how to deal with that.
Right.
But
A lot of people don't understand college golf. It's hard.
it's crazy. Like golf was so individual growing up, and then here you are with 4 other guys and yourself.
You're playing for more than just you.
Yeah, you're all dressed the same, all have the same stuff on, and
You go to war.
go play.
As Alex likes to say.
Where things that matter. When.
Yeah, that was a really good answer. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, thanks for asking me to come on, Logan. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. We'll make some cool stuff out of this.
Yeah.
So
Maybe.
we'll call that a wrap.